All right, let's give it up for John again. Hi there, my name is Dan Hull. And as far as I'm concerned, Marietta is a nexus of comedy. I literally found the closest open mic I can do comedy. It's a 5-minute commute. So I might have bombed a few times on this very stage. And fortunately, it's only a 5-minute drive from me. But it still sits with me. But I don't know if you saw this, but the Pope visited Turkey for Thanksgiving. You know, at first I thought it was to absolve a turkey of his sins for being a peeping Tom before being slaughtered. But I was later informed it was a country. I'm such a bird brain sometimes. But speaking of birds in the Catholic Church, I'm here to cry foul. I'm full of puns, sorry. I'm here to cry foul about all the cocks I was exposed to in Marine Corps boot camp. And some of you may or may not know, I was in the Marine Corps a long time ago. And this is just another chronicle in the life of Private Pool and now other privates. And before going to boot camp, no manner of locker room could have prepared me for the massive amount of Marine meat I was going to be exposed to. The drill, sorry, normally I don't speak this crass, but you know. The drill instructors, you know, they were a bad influence on me. But they like to use this term, every swinging dick, when it came to us, when it was time to assemble. When it was time to assemble for any reason. And of course, the Marine Corps is all about building teamwork and doing things as a single unit. We did everything together, including using the head, or as you civilians know it, the bathroom. And it was not uncommon to be jammed 3 to the urinal. And just like the song goes, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle peeing with you. And if lack of privacy was your thing, you're in luck. We were always consistently jammed so tight into those journals, we'd be practically head-to-head in all manners at any times. Or you could even be cheek-to-cheek with a recruit behind you. Or as I'm short, it would be cheek to hamstring. Unless, you know, I was on my tippy toes. And if the journals happened to be all full, it was 4 to a toilet. And nothing builds camaraderie like a Boston Tea Party. And when you were there, if you were bold, you would cross streams to appease your boredom. There was never any lack of privacy, even when it came to drop the deuce, as there was no door on the stalls. It was hard not to get lost in the brown eyes of the recruit across from you when you were doing your business. It's hard to wipe this memory away. To this day, I still have to FaceTime Recruit Browning, or I just leave the stall door open. I get a little lonely. And the shower situation wasn't any better, as we had shower trees. Just like you see in prison movies, for those of you who don't know what a shower tree is, it's basically just a pole with 4 shower heads attached to it. And even though we were all naked at the time, this was not a pole for stripping. And of course, to be safe in the shower, You had to do your best to master the 1,000-yard stare. Because you did not want to be a meat gazer or a pecker checker. So it's best not to have slippery hands and use soap on a rope. But let's just say, I'm a klutz, and I cut the rope. But I think still to this day, I suffer from it. It's a form of PTSD, post-traumatic shaft disorder. That's all I got for now. Thank you for letting me bare my soul. I've been Dan Wolf.
You got it, buddy. All right, Dan Wool, everybody. Keep it going. Were we watching the same ads for the Marines?